Hi guys, I'm here today to do a quick little video. My shoot is coming up really quick and everything is almost completely ready. We're to the point outside that we get to do the flower beds and decorate all the way around the cabin, and inside, of course, the upper part we're going to be finishing in the next couple weeks, and that doesn't affect my shooting area. So this video today though is more about kind of what's going on in my photography. Camera-wise, I've been going through a lot of stuff while putting the studio together, and I came to the conclusion that I needed to clean house. I had quite a few, well, they're not in here anymore because I got rid of them, older Nikons. While in very good condition, they were obsolete, they were old, they were some entry-level cameras that I still use on occasion because I love cameras. That's my downfall. They only had probably 6,000-7,000 clicks on each one, but I decided to trade them in for something to work better on my channel. I'm obviously keeping my Nikon D780 and all the stuff with that, which I'm going to go over in my bag down here, what I do have. But all my older equipment I have traded in, going towards not a new and not a full frame, but a rugged beast of a camera Canon had. I think it debuted in 2009 possibly, but the Canon 7D, because for me it's 18 megapixels, plenty enough for my beauty and fashion work. The quality is good. It was a professional body when it was introduced. It was a $1,699 camera, fully weather sealed. I mean, it's a beast of a camera, and for my purposes I think that I can take that, not only use it as a backup, but do a lot of comparison videos and start comparing what I get with my 780 to the Canon, but equivalent in like lenses. I know that the 70's crop sensor, so I'll have to kind of get closer to like using a 50 on one and more towards the 85 on the other. Anyway, kind of in the realm of the same length, but I think it's going to be fun. I can now do more videos and more testing with the Canon versus Nikon, which I find intriguing, although Nikon is my baby. So with that being said, I'm awaiting the Canon 7D body that I've traded my other two entry-level but still basically brand new Nikons for, the older ones, and investing in new stuff for the Canon 7D. Now the Canon 7D that I ordered and I'm trading all this for actually only has like 12,000 shutter, so it's basically not been used either. To start with, I bought a whole new battery system for it, because regardless of what people say, the old, even, I mean, you want the original to come with it, I'd rather have something brand new that I know is going to last a long time, because sometimes the original stuff, the batteries are almost dead and they're almost obsolete. You're going to have to replace them anyway. So I found this nice little company that had the whole entire kit, 2 batteries, packaged amazingly here, the charging cord, the battery charger itself for 2 batteries, all on Amazon, so that's really cool. So if it comes with one, whether or not I use it, I don't know, because the life of the battery that may have originally been with it could not even be that great anymore. So honestly, I don't know. I'll have to test it. Try to get this back in the package. So some of the stuff I've started accumulating for that. The Arrivo for the 7D. Of course, I had to then order a compact flash card for it, because I highly doubt that they're going to supply one, so a new one for that. All the stuff over here. A new strap. Now this, I think I'm gonna do a recommendation for this company for vintage straps. Art something, I can't read it because my eyes are so bad right now. But cutest little box ever, and it's a vintage camera strap to go on the 7D, because I I'm in love with these kind of straps, and I have a blue teal one for my 780, so I want one for the 7D as well. And then to start with, I just have the Canon 51.82. I think I'm going to invest in the 51.4 as well as the 90 macro for Canon, and possibly the 35 to invest in those for that system. But to show you what I have with my Nikon, so the 7D will be the addition. The Nikon D780 will be the camera, my favorite camera in my bag. It's only a year old, I want to say. I've only had it for a year. Is that right? Year and a half tops? When did the 780 come out? Couldn't be much over a year. Yeah, it can't be much over a year ago. I don't think so. Anyway, so this is the vintage strap I have on my D780. I absolutely love this one. This is my beast of a camera. This is my favorite lens for my like portraits, headshots, basically, and beauty close-ups. My son got this lens for me for my birthday a couple years ago, and it's the 105 macro Nikon, and it quickly became my favorite lens to do beauty portraits with. So this is my main body, my beauty lens, and then also in my bag I have, for this setup, I can get into my bag. I need to scoot some of this back. Okay. So here, I always have my backup hard drives. One copy in here, one copy in my office, one copy in another location. But I have the 1.8 Nikon D lens. All of these are D series lenses that I'm using on my Nikon D780. The costs to purchase these are greatly reduced, but I'm finding that these are amazing sharp lenses. I have not been disappointed yet. The 105 macro is a D lens, 28 is a D lens. My favorite all-around walking lens for every purpose, including portraits, is the 85 1.8 D lens. And then my last lens for this system is for my fashion work. This little guy, a little beast of a guy. It's also a D lens, but it's a 28. I absolutely love this lens. So that is my entire Nikon system now. All of my favorite lenses, and my beast of a body, which I believe is a year and a half since I purchased the D780. I did a shutter count. I have 31,000 on the shutter, but they're rated to well over 200. So it's got a lot of life in it, and I absolutely, it's the best camera I have ever owned. The Nikon D780. Alright, that's really what I was gonna chime in and talk about today, was kind of where I was headed and what direction. So once the studio gets up and going and I'm doing more shoots, I plan to do a lot more comparison videos with the Canon versus the Nikon and the different lenses that I have and that I gather together. So I'm going to concentrate more on the lenses for each unit than anything else. I may actually get a 135 for the D780. And like I said, I am going to get the 90 for the Canon and the 35 for the Canon, and most likely the 51.4 to do a lot more tests and video comparisons. But the fact that it's an 18 megapixel, I'm really happy with that. And this is obviously a 25, so anyway, that is everything in here currently, and there's plenty of room to put my Canon body and lenses. I have more room in that pouch where the Nikon lenses are, but up here on the top is a very deep pocket, of which the body of the Canon and at least one lens can fit in there as well. Up on the top, of course, you have all of your extra SD cards. I'll probably get another compact flash card as a spare to put in here. I have a really old one that's like 1 gigabyte, but that's not that big, so I think I actually have that in my drawer. Hold on. That's funny. I do, with the reader, which is good that I do have the reader. But 1 gigabyte. Somebody let me borrow this on a test for a really old Canon camera that we did a fun video with a friend, but at least I have the card reader to go with it, so that's a plus. Alright, that is it, guys. Thanks a lot. The next video you're probably going to see will be the introduction to my studio, the promotional video for the studio, and the shoot that we have on Saturday, which will all be put together. There might be some more cabin videos, updates on the homestead, the property, and everything, but we are going to start shooting. Spring has sprung and summer is around the corner. Alright, take care. Bye.